Good morning. Welcome to day 5 of Joe at 40. Today's a kind of emotional day for me. Um, my One of my employees is leaving me today. It's his last day. He's got a new job working for the school district, and they can offer him a little bit more money and benefits than I can offer. So, kudos to him for landing the job. Um, you know. I'm a little upset about the whole situation, not because of what he's doing. That has nothing to do with it. I'm happy for him. I'm just upset that I'm losing him because when I first brought him on over 2 years ago, he wasn't even old enough to drink, and He came to work for me. He moved here specifically for this job, and he moved to Charleston with his then. He was only married a couple of months. He just got married very young. And during that time, while he was working for me, he was able to buy his first house and have his first child. So I feel like I've been there through this important part of this guy's life, and he helped me grow my business just by being there. So it was a mutual relationship of growth, and I'm gonna miss the guy. So it's pretty interesting when you're an employer and not the employee. The relationship that you have, you kind of have to be somewhat guarded. You don't want to get too personal with people because everything you say gets kind of, or can get, analyzed in a way that probably is unfair to the employer. The employer might just be saying something goofy or something off the cuff or something serious, whatever it is. I remember being an employee of other people, and anything the boss says to you, you take with a heavy heart, even if it's positive. That could really affect you. So I try to be very open and hands off with him for the most part. With all of my employees, I try to treat them as I wanted to be treated when I was working for other people. And that's basically the way I go about everything in my life. Is you live by the golden rule. You treat others the way you want to be treated, and you hope that cycle of respect flows, and that it comes back to you. And I've found that to be true in my life for the most part. There's always exceptions, but in general, I think the more respectful you are of other people, the better you're treated in life. And it's an easy thing to live by. It really is. But I guess that's also, sometimes you go through life and you think you're doing that, and you might not be doing it. You might actually be saying some cruel things and you don't even know it. And I know I've done that in my life a lot and not known it. It has a lot to do with my upbringing and the kind of people I grew up with. That my friends, we were all ball busters. That was our way of showing affection, was insulting each other's moms, and we were kind of cruel to each other, but it wasn't meant to be cruel. But then when you take yourself out of that situation and you put that on other people where you think you're being affectionate, they are horrified by the things you say. So I've since up to recently, I'm constantly trying to improve myself, reading books about Buddhism, and as you saw yesterday, taking up yoga. And I also do a mindfulness practice. I try to do it almost every day, where I'm really just trying to focus on my interactions with life. My reactions say a lot to people that I don't even mean them to. If something happens and you react to it in that split second, what feels like a knee-jerk response, or something that's out of your control, that can define you, and you're not consciously trying to put that out there. That's just through whatever influence gave you those reactions, you know, whatever made you react that way from childhood, you carry it on, and you do it, you know, unconsciously. You know, you just react to something, you have no control over it. At least you think you don't have control over it, and it makes you seem like a monster. And that's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, and I know that's something I'm guilty of. So I really am trying to focus on not reacting at all. You know, things happen, bad things, good things, whatever it is. You just kind of let it wash over you. And it doesn't mean that you don't love, hate, or whatever. You don't have an emotional response to it. It just means that you don't give in to the knee-jerk response. And that goes so far in improving your life and going back to that golden rule of treating people the way you want to be treated. Because, you know, if something happens, somebody does something, someone moves my cheese, and I react instantly, and I go, where the hell is it? And then you know, that reaction gets absorbed by the person who hears it, and they might throw that right back at me. Then something happens where I move their cheese, and they go, and then, you know, it's like this ping pong match of negativity. So I'm gonna go and get ready for my day and check in with you later. But that's something to think about. At least I'll think about it. Hello. So let me tell you what's going on. I just did a bunch of headshots at 2 different locations. I did a real estate agent, and then I went to a doctor's office and did a bunch of doctors. And I was able to, I got one of the doctors who did exactly what I was hoping would happen, which is scrubs on the bottom and, you know, dressed up on the top. Which is what I was hoping would happen, and she was kind enough to let me take a video of it. So check this out. Joe, I'm Joe.
Hi, nice to meet you.
All right, so what I want you to do is imagine that you're a mom, and you're looking at these list of bios on the Sweetgrass Pediatrics website, trying to pick, you know, not pick, but just, you know, they say, hey, you've got an appointment with Dr. Jill.
Okay.
And you bring your kid in, and you look up the bios, and you're like, look at the pictures. You want to make sure that picture is the most approachable, friendly, trustworthy person that you can get. So that's who we want. That's who we want to shoot. Okay. So what I want you to do, I want you to point your toes this way.
Point both my toes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to bring this back in for you because you're not wearing glasses. So I can illuminate underneath your eyes a little bit.
Yes. Give her those dark circles, Joe.
Listen, I'm already like 3 cups of coffee in today. I'm all about.
Okay.
But you look great. So. All right, so you're going to give me a little bit more of a turn on your body that way.
That way?
That way, yeah. Perfect. Now turn your face just at your neck. Turn it towards me. A little bit more. But you're kind of slanting this way, so come back this way. Perfect. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your chin out.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Stick your chin out like that. And then like pivot at the back of your neck and bring it back down. Now, you're kind of falling backwards that way. So engage me a little bit, like you're listening to me. All right, let's make sure the lighting's all good. I love it. Maybe turn a little bit more towards me body-wise. So move your feet, bring it a little bit towards me. There you go. You look amazing. All right, so head. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Perfect. And then turn your face straight onto me. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, I've got to believe this. Now, I'm looking at this. You look gorgeous. You look beautiful. But your expression doesn't look like I believe you.
You don't believe me?
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you believe this yet.
Oh.
That you're the best.
That I'm the best.
That you're the best. You're the best.
All right, so more confidence.
Confidence and just, like, approachability. So just, like, a warmth. Listen, if I had to choose one of these headshots already, I'd be happy.
Okay.
But I want to be ecstatic.
All right.
So, here we go. Ready? Oh, I like this already. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And so they bring in a music teacher.
Yeah.
Better?
It's so much better.
Okay.
Well, because look, let me show you. You went from that, which I like, but then look at, like,
Okay, there's a subtle difference
there's
there.
subtle difference. We want somewhere in between. You know what I'm saying? We want that kind of engaged feel.
Okay. All right. The hair. Is the hair an issue? Can you give me more hair?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, that's the one challenge with, because the
way
light from
the light's coming from
light's
behind.
blasting you from behind, so it's gonna shine right through your hair. That's why I keep turning it down a little bit. Here we go. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I like this. Turn a little bit this way. This way, this way. Turn your body that way a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Every time I turn you that way, your head starts
I
going.
don't know why I do that.
1, 2, 3. You were at the other office, weren't you?
Which one?
Were you always in this office, or were you at the other office?
No, I was always here.
She was at Sandlapper before here.
She was at Sandlapper.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's
Oh,
perfect.
you
I love
put
that.
lipstick. Oh, you're beautiful,
All right.
Jill.
A little lipstick goes a long way.
I know.
Look, she killed it. She killed it.
Who is that?
Nice. So what'd you think? It's kind of fun, right? It's kind of an interesting situation. I'm in like a back storage room, tons of boxes everywhere. Not very conducive of a creative environment. You know, you're in a doctor's office to begin with, and you know you're surrounded by like boxes of records and stuff like that, and IT equipment laying around. But when you see the actual image, it looks like we're in the studio. Works out for me, works out for the client, makes it so they can not be interrupted in their day too much, and it was a lot of fun. You know, I had a conversation with one of the other doctors about, you know, what other kinds of photography that I do, and I said, you know, my favorite thing to do are headshots, and I said, I bet you that sounds kind of boring to you. It's not very creative looking. It's just a picture of someone's face. Just like, yeah, it kind of seems like it would be boring. And I said, you know, it's so much fun for me, and hopefully you caught a little bit of that in the video, the interaction with the subject, getting to know that person and getting to kind of like play with them and interact and get a reaction out of them, and also make them feel good. You know, when you tell someone honestly that they look good, and you mean it, because I never say it in a lie, but I might keep saying it to the point where it might be uncomfortable for them. But I'm not lying. I mean, people look great. I will tell them, and I'll tell them what looks great, and I'll tell them we're going to make them look even better. And you know, that feeling that they get when you put that on them, they give it right back to you. So it's going back to what I said earlier in the day about you know, living by the golden rule and treating other people the way you want to be treated. Well, when I'm doing the headshots, it really is like instant karma type of being treated the way you want to be treated, because you feel it. There's just a positive feeling, and it's infectious. And that's why I love doing headshots. I don't get bored by them. I think they're the most fun I have photographically, is that one-on-one interaction with people. All right, I'll talk to you later. I just spent the last part of the working day over at my office and saying goodbye to Ben, and I'm gonna miss the guy. So I did a little video with him, gave him a nice bottle, and sent him off on his way. So here you go. There we go. Oh, I gotta get up high with Ben. I forgot. And here you go. Here's your goodbye present. I hope you like whiskey. I don't know.
Oh, I love whiskey.
Okay, there's some local stuff. I never tried it. I don't know if it's any good.
Oh, boy, does that look good.
Yeah, it looked good.
It looks very good. Well, thank you.
It's like a batch thing, and I don't even know where Piedmont is, but it's in South Carolina. So
That's awesome. Thank you.
So, all right, here we go.
The upstate.
There we go. All right, Ben.